Flashpoint campaign Red Storm. But before we get started, if you like military strategy, tactics, or doctrine and seeing it applied to strategy games, this is definitely the channel for you. So make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And we have a Patreon down below for after action and battle reports. Make sure you check that out. So let's get into this tutorial. A little bit fun fact, Sea Bernie, I've been pretty passionate about it for at least a little bit. I feel like we're behind on how we manage chemicals, or if we enter that type of environment, how we would manage that type of tactical situation. To me, it seems very archaic with just mop gear and auto injectors. But so anyway, we're talking nuclear warheads today, tactical nukes. In this game, it's assumed that they're 10 kiloton warheads. They have a blast radius of around 2 kilometers, and they are a persistent Sea Bernie effect, which means they are going to be on the battlefield the whole time, at least from 2 hexes from the center point, which this nuclear warhead's 2 kilometers, so it's essentially going to close off this whole section, or this section of the map, for the duration of the game. It will destroy most units that are inside the blast radius. There is an EMP charge, so most helicopters are going to be disabled within a 5-kilometer radius. And so it uses victory points, and you can see your fire supports over here under this fire support tab up here on the top right. See how we have fire support, weapons of mass destruction, launcher. We also have a WMD right here, weapon of mass destruction. If we right click this, go to subunit inspector, we can see surface missile. We have a range of 100,000 meters, and it basically just tells you kind of what a little bit about it. And then also, so a few assumptions we need to make here is we have really a small force right here, mainly composed of, I believe, tanks. Yep, some old Bradleys, and then we actually have a Vulcan right here. This is our anti-aircraft, so we could essentially fight this force off. We can't really see what they are. Looks like a small little AT company, so our Bradleys are being threatened. So we do have the use of a tactical warhead, and we are going to use it. So ideally, we would like to take care of this unit all at once, but if this helicopter escapes, that's perfectly fine because we do have anti-air. And remember, if you want like the best victory points in this game, you need to, save your victory points, because this is going to cost us 5,000. So if we right click this unit and we select nuclear strike, it tells you right here there's a 5,000 victory point penalty. That's perfectly fine. And then we come over here and we select around this general location. So another thing to note, and then we hit the enter key. Another thing to note is that all smoke, where you drop this tactical warhead, all smoke clouds will be destroyed or dissipated. So it's going to blow all that smoke away. Any bridges that are in the blast area are going to be destroyed, and any minefields are going to be destroyed. So if your units get contaminated, you will need to decontaminate them. We'll talk about that in a later video. So let's launch this nuclear device. Let's hit proceed. Alright, this helicopter is now basically out of our nuclear range. Our Bradleys are beginning to engage it. That's perfectly fine. We're mainly worried about this small group right here. So we did a bit of a delay. Alright. This Hind still continues to move into position with first strike. He's engaging our Bradleys, which is unfortunate. We could have been a bit better about that, but hopefully right here, if we take a look at our Vulcans, are going to engage this unit shortly and protect our nuclear device. Alright, we have some small movement right here. Looks like they're not moving too quickly. They're still within blast radius. We have small exchange of fire down here. Alright, one Bradley was lost. That's unfortunate. But it still needs to get past this Bradley in our command unit. Another Bradley KIA in that hex. Ideally, this Vulcan should have been further up. That's really bad choice. Really bad decisions were made on our part. We're losing a lot of troops to that one Hind that we effectively haven't destroyed a single unit of. Just a constant exchange of fire. Alright, that's our resolution phase. We're going to come back up here. We're going to zoom in a bit. We're just going to continue to hold off with this. These two units can engage this hind. This unit should be in cover. Let's see if we can get this warhead off on this next turn. These two units are still going toe-to-toe, exchanging fire. We're really waiting for our warhead to launch. Alright, these units are slowly moving forward. They're still within our blast radius, so we're not super concerned. Remember, we selected right here. There's our nuke right there. Alright, as you can see, all these units are now contaminated. We have dust clouds all over. There's that 5 rifle KIA. All these units, if they wanted to decontaminate themselves, would need to go back and resupply on their HQ unit. Alright, our nuclear warhead, our launcher withdrew from the battle. That's perfectly fine. These units are now trapped in this area. They can either traverse this zone that's going to be on the map for the rest of the battle, or they can retreat from it. God, these guys are really just going toe-to-toe. Alright, they're all pulling out of this zone. This hind's actually retreating. And this phase is now over. So that's just how you use a nuke and Flashpoint Red Storm. If you have any further questions, leave a like, comment, and subscribe.